Hi, I'm Ruben Kumangapik. I'm the artist that carved this piece titled Qilalugaq, meaning narwhal, and it's based upon the legend and how the narwhal became. A long time ago there was a blind boy that was orphaned, and he had a sister, and the grandmother was the one that adopted him. And that winter he hear, "Grandma, I hear a polar bear out there." And she went to go look, the grandmother, and sure enough there was a polar bear. So she tells his grandson to get the bow and arrow. So he got the bow and arrow, and he went there close to his grandma, and his grandma said, "I'll be your eyes." And the young boy, he pulled all his might, and his grandma goes, "A little bit up, a little bit down, now let go." And then he got the bear, but the grandma said, "You missed." So that night he had to kill a dog, and he had to eat it. But in that time his grandma was making boiled meat from the polar bear he caught, and his little sister hid some for him to eat that night. And that night, that's how he found out that his grandma had lied to him. So spring came, and he heard the loon calling, and the loon told him to come. So the loon said, "Lay down some rocks so you'll know which way to go." So he picks up rocks and lays them down to make a trail, and then he goes on the hill, and the loon tells him, "Make a inukshuk so you know where to start from." So he made an inukshuk, and the loon said, "Come down and hold on to my neck." And then the boy holds on to the loon's neck, and then the loon goes, "Okay, breathe in," and they dive down pretty deep into the lake. And then he got up, and he was able to see light. And then the loon goes, "Okay, we're gonna do it again." So they go down, and this time they went even deeper, and the boy almost felt like he was gonna drown. And then finally they went up, and then he was able to see shapes. And then the loon said, "One last time," and then he went as deep as the loon could go, and the boy was really thinking he was gonna drown, but the loon went up, and "I can see, it's so beautiful," said the blind boy. And then she says, "Thank you," and then he goes back to the camp. And that night, it was daylight, because it was always daylight the summertime. He heard the belugas, and he tells his grandma, "I can hear the belugas, they're coming." So the grandma knew he was able to hear them, so she tells him to grab the harpoon, and then they went to the shore, and the little girl was with them too, his sister. And they were waiting, and he could see us really far, and he could see them. And the grandma goes, "Okay, I'll be your eyes, and you can throw it." And then while she was saying that, the little girl ties the rope on the harpoon onto the grandma. And then the grandma goes, "A little bit to the left and a little bit to the right, and then throw." And because she saw a small one, but he did not throw, because she was able to see that was the one she wanted. But he saw the biggest one that he could see, and that's the one he threw the harpoon, and it went in. And the old lady went in and saying, "No!" And then it went to the ocean, and then she started transforming with the beluga. So because she had a mautik out of sealskin, the skin of the beluga became like the narwhal it is today. And the reason why narwhals have no teeth is because that old lady, she had no teeth, and she braided her hair, and that was how the tusk became, and that's how the narwhal became. Qilalugaq.